night in Shreveport. The weather is perfect in the Louisiana Superdome right now. Is
70 and clear. Chance for rain in here? Not today.
Derek Jamon has the ball teed up. The kickoff brought to you by the New Orleans Saints. Through the end zone it goes. Bastrop will play it from the 20. All right, this is a high-powered offense, the Bastrop Rams. They can do a little bit of everything, and Mackey is quite a football player. He's a junior. Just in the 11th grade, 5'11" and 190, and he leads the Rams onto the field.
Have not lost a football game on the field in 29 straight efforts.
The Rams are from Morehouse Parish. Mackey wants to throw it. He has a heck of an arm, and he puts it way up in the air and way down the field, overthrown, trying to get it to a receiver who was running under it by the name of Benton, and what a receiver he is. But did you see the arm of Mackey?
Yeah, lit it up. D'Angelo Benton, an LSU commitment. Bastrop continues strong on offense. They've done it all year long. Don't take Shaw lightly, and that's the big thing right there. They've won some games so easily that you don't want to have a mental letdown. Eliminate turnovers. You don't turn it over with an offense as good as this one, and you're going to score points.
Mackey threw that ball 60 yards in the air. He overthrows Benton, and it sets up a second down and 10 to go for Bastrop. They play it from the 20. The handoff is out to the right side for 4, and a big hit out there.
Shaw Eagles pursuing. Wrapped him up, knocked him down, 3-yard gain. Bo Boudreaux, one of the Eagles, in on the stop along with Scott Farr.
Gain of 4 on the play, sets up a 3rd down and 6.
30 interceptions and 7 forced fumbles. And when you talk about turnover ratio, well, when you got 37 of them, ouch, 6 of those interception returns for touchdowns and 1 fumble recovery.
Mackey wants to throw it again. He's pressured back there. Mackey is running right now. Mackey has the 1st down, and he's still going. He's at the 40. He's at the 41. Down goes Mackey. 1st down, Bastrop. Rams at the 42.
A flag at the 34. Flag at the 34, and hold the horses. Holding Rams. Mackey showing you some of his Michael Vick moves when
blocking the back on the offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
When the receivers are covered, that's when he truly becomes a threat. Sometimes you're better letting him throw it.
So they back him up. Bastrop will get the play over, make it 3rd and 6 now.
And Brad Bradshaw is not happy with one of his linemen.
Mackey will get the direct snap again. Wants to throw it, looking for somebody to get it to. Good coverage in the secondary, and down goes Mackey with another flag on the field.
Flags all over the Superdome turf. Holding Rams.
That's one you'll refuse. Bastrop will punt it away, so Shaw holds. Tren Chena came in.
Holding on the offense. Penalties decline. 4th down.
So the Shaw defense does its job and should get pretty good field position.
Gigliovana is back deep. And Bastrop will punt it. DiGiovanni is the man who is deep. He's standing back at midfield. There's the punt. Good one in the air, but good coverage by Bastrop. And the flag comes flying in
If that's not a
the
block in the
43-yard line. 36 yards on the punt.
block in the back on Shaw, so that's going to back him up 10.
So this game a little slow getting started. Several flags already being flown.
Gerald Hughes, the quarterback, 1,217 yards on the season, only 2 INTs, 12 touchdowns. So after the mark-off, the Eagle offense
On receiving team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
will get to work.
Shaw gets it for the first time, and they'll play it from their own 33-yard line. Tailback is very, very deep as Hughes comes up under center and hands it in there for a gain of about 3.
And the Shaw keys to victory. Keep up the good defense. Well, they did that on the first possession by Bastrop. Beware of Bastrop's offense. Trust me, they know enough watching the films, and you got nothing to lose. You're here, let it all hang out. Don't leave anything in the playbook and see if you can't take home a title in 2006.
Out to the left side, incomplete. Hughes threw it out there, and he was trying to get it to Van Court, but it bounces incomplete.
And he knows he had a shot at a first down there and just went right through the breadbasket. Got up in the shoulder pads, and shoulder pads usually win that one. It's going to bounce out of there quicker than it got there.
Just over the number 4 to Van Court. Third down. Now they'll play it third down and 7. Big crowd from the West Bank in the Superdome cheering on the Eagles, and Bastrop's brought a big one on the other side.
It's going to be offsides on Shaw.
trailing in a football game. They're down by 7 right now. And Mackey is waiting for the snap. He'll hand it off, and it opens up a little bit out that way for Rick Kastner, who is shooting out to the 34-yard line, giving 4 on first down. Shaw plays it now, second down and 14, backed up at their own 10 after the big punt by Bastrop. Ball's on the ground, and Hughes picks it up, but the Rams pick him up. Randall comes in. Aaron Randall stops Hughes right at the 9-yard line for a loss of 1.
Second time tonight that Randall's had trouble with the exchange. Was able to get it back both times. You don't want to make a mistake deep like this. Your defense has been able to contain the high-flying Ram offense, and you don't want to give them anything cheap if you're Shaw. The Rams will take it if you give it to them.
So Hughes does get on the ball, though, and he's down at the 9.
3rd and 14.
Looking for a direct snap at the 5, and he'll give it to Bourne, and Bourne is twisting across the 10. A hard run out just past the 12. Randall made the stop, and so Shaw will have to punt it from their own end zone.
And the Rams should get good field position here as they'll have to punt it from the goal line.
Green is retreating for Bastrop. He's standing at midfield. Jamon punted, and you know Green would love to get a punt that he could return.
He should here because you got to kick it for all it's worth.
A low kick, and it bounces, though, and takes a Shaw bounce, and then is picked up by one of the other Rams, and that is Anderson with it. Anderson is hustling with the football and fighting to the 48. 47-yard punt and an 8-yard return as Boudreaux makes the tackle for Shaw.
Flag on the play. And you can only imagine what that is. Well, actually different. Ricky Diaz, the referee out of the Thibodeau Association,
spotted a chop block out there. And Bastrop has been hurt by penalties tonight. This one goes way back to the 29.
Block below the waist on receiving team, 15-yard penalty, first down.
CST is your home to many of the LHSAA championship events, from the football championships to boys and girls basketball tournaments. You need to tune in to CST for all the best teams in every class. Go to coxsportstv.com to find out about all the LHSAA schedules. Also, don't forget about the LHSAA Report, the quarterly magazine show that Dennis McCain is showcasing the best in the LHSAA. That's the best in high school programming right here on Cox Sports Television.
Mackey puts it up again. He's looking for Benton, who catches the football. How about that combination? Down to the 20-yard line of Shaw, and a big play for the Rams.
The reason why Benton was successful here, he didn't give anything away. He looks at the last second and just reaches up and snags it. Over the wrong shoulder, he turns it, gets it 51 yards. And Bastrop is in the red zone.
A spectacular throw and catch. They tried to pull that off in the first play of the game, overthrown. This time they hit it. And Mackey is back to get the direct snap as he stands at the 25 and puts the man in motion. This time it's timed a little bit better and handed out there to the right side. And still going with it a little bit out that way as it was Burrell or Bradshaw who gets the football, and Bradshaw hustles inside the 20. He's down to the 17, giving 3 on the play.
Pretty good footage there for a 3-yard gain.
Gain of 3. Earlier in the game, the man in motion was hit with the snap. That time, timed a little bit better, but only a gain of 3, so we play a second down and 7.
Single coverage on Benton on the far side, and Mackey, you got to feel, is going to throw it at him.
Now Mackey puts the ball down, keeps it, cuts it up the middle of the field. Mackey is around at the 10-yard line, just short of the 10, and right at the first down marker.
And that's not good news. The junior quarterback is on his stomach.
Well, Mackey almost went down. He put the ball down on the ground and kept his footing. And a very concerned Coach Bradshaw comes on the field to look at Mackey.
Now, watch this. In the backfield, watch the football. Dennis McCain, as he rolls. Uh-oh. It touched the ground. But if the knee doesn't touch, the play is alive.
Well, the ball squirted out there in the end. And they're looking at the left leg or ankle of Mackey.
He's putting weight on it. They want to help him off. He said, no, thank you. I'm going to do this myself.
So good news for Bastrop. At least he's leaving the field.
Got it stuck up underneath the pile, the left ankle twisted.
The measurement is short of the first down.
Ryan Rawls will take the snap. Rawls, senior quarterback, 3rd down and a foot.
Now the big focus is on Mackey as they work on him. We'll try to get a report on the junior quarterback. Bastrop is 0 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. Lancaster's going to come in at tailback behind Rawls. Right at the 10-yard line, Bastrop needs to get it just inside the 10. Rawls up under center. He'll try to sneak it, and he leans ahead, has the first down, down almost to the 8-yard line. That's a first down for the Rams, and Bastrop has it 1st and goal.
The ball popped up Rawls was able to grab it and sneak forward for the first down. And Mackey gingerly trots back onto the field.
Tracy, do you have something on Mackey?
Well, I do. As you can see, guys, he went out on the field kind of limping. They said all he really has is a bruise, and he doesn't want to sit out of this game, so he's going to make it back onto the field.
So that injury evaluated very quickly. Green is in the backfield with Mackey, who wants to throw it. Mackey is out to the right side, shows good speed, and he jumps over one of the Eagles and takes the ball down around the 5-yard line.
Good decision by Mackey not to throw that one, as the secondary for Shaw really doing a nice job on these athletic receivers from Bastrop, and the ankle that time freed him up. Second down and 5.
Well, he was looking for somebody to throw it to. Then he started accelerating out to the right side. Picked up 3 yards. That makes it second down and goal to go. The Green back. Mr. Green, the tailback, has the ball. Green is in the end zone, just inside the pylon. It's 7-6. Touchdown, Bastrop High.
Speed to the corner, and Green pulls the Rams within 1, and he ran out of real estate. He just snuck inside the pylon. Yep. Good block on the play to give him a shot to get in there. John Hatfield.
Bastrop is close to within 1, and now they're going to try to tie it up. The PAT is in the air, and it's good, and we are tied at 7 as John Carter kicks it through the 4A state championship game in Louisiana, the State Farm Prep Classic. We're all tied at 7.
Dad, it's me, your baby who has everything figured out.
But I still need you to remind me to drive carefully.
To always buckle up because accidents are never planned. Almost half of American teenage deaths result from car crashes.
Not to speed, run red lights, or ride with a drunk driver.
It is illegal to purchase alcohol under 21. Every time you remind me,
You saved my life.
you drink, you drive, you walk.
We're in New Orleans, if you couldn't tell, right down on the Riverwalk on the Mississippi River. And we're over on Poydras Street in the Louisiana Superdome.
Warmed up a little bit outside. That man had a jacket on. You saw a couple of tourists without the jackets on. Maybe they came to the Big Easy ill-prepared. Didn't know it was going to be as chilly as it is here, but it's been a cold weekend here in New Orleans. Lows last night in the 20s, wind chills. Warming up a little bit today into the mid-50s.
Vancourt and Hill are deep. Vancourt, or is it Hill with the football? Down he goes. Vancourt out to the 18.
The LHSAA would like to thank Bastrop Rehabilitation Hospital. Inpatient physical rehabilitation close to home. International Paper, we're proud of our Rams. Bennett Electric, contact John Arnell Bennett. 2 locations to serve you in Bastrop and in Monroe. D&H Sports Incorporated, your team sports headquarters in Bastrop. Owner, Mr. Glenn Hendricks. Steve's Jewelry. See Steve Perry for 20 to 50% off of all until Christmas. Sladen's Bar in the South. Rick Lee Productions, proud supporter of all high school athletics in Louisiana.
At the 20-yard line, that's where the Eagles play it. It's on the Rams charging in hard to knock the ball carrier down for a 3-yard loss.
A little life in the thundering herd. Williams. It was that good of a play that we came with it in unison.
They're at the 18. That means it's second down and 12. Hughes is rolling out to the right side. And
look out!
Osborne's blocking for him, but he can't get all the Rams. Down he goes at the 9-yard line as Bastrop puts on the big charge.
Travius Aubrey. And the big man finds his way through, and also in on the stop was Jeannie Lyons, a loss of 9, 3rd and 21. And the far side of the dome is getting kind of loud.
Well, a big crowd has made its way from Morehouse Parish all the way south to New Orleans. And they're seeing a good one today with 6 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the second quarter as we're all tied at 7. And Bastrop wants a timeout. Welcome back, everybody. We're all even at 7. And Tressie Linedecker has a special guest.
Well, thank you, Dennis. I'm down here with Brett Mouche, who is with Baden, the official balls of this event. Brett is actually from up north, Washington. Tell us how our football over here compares to up north.
Woo, I'll tell you, there's no atmosphere I've been around quite like this. It's loud. The kids are loving it. The parents are loving it. It has a small-time environment. It's a big-time crowd. I haven't seen much more than this than maybe a college atmosphere, maybe a college game.
Well, look, I obviously never played football, so tell me the difference between your balls and other people's.
Well, you're simply getting a better performance ball when you're using Baden. Over the last couple of years, we've done things to improve. Number one, it's genuine leather. It's the best Horween leather in the market. We've got a special, what's called a spiral impact zone, which allows the players, frankly, to be able to throw a better, tighter spiral, which allows the ball to pick up RPMs. It gets the receiver quicker, and you see the way these kids are throwing the ball around. I think it's showing tonight.
Thank you so much, Mooch.
All right.
Guys.
Thanks.
Sometimes you need that spiral impact zone. I tell you what, good to have Baden as one of our great sponsors as the punt is hitting at the 45-yard line and then being picked up and brought back to the 42-yard line by Green. Richard on the hit, so Bastrop scores the touchdown, Rob, and then they make the stop and they have a chance to get more.
Well, they got some adrenaline flowing. 37-yard punt, 5-yard return. 6:12 to go in the first half, and Bastrop starting to see some of the momentum that Shaw took it early.
At the 41, good field position for Bastrop. Mackey looked pretty quick when he came back in the game after the injury. Rick Kastner, and then back.
He's got a shot.
They give it to Bradshaw. Fake it to Rick Kastner. Bradshaw to the edge. Bradshaw is out of bounds. Bradshaw is inside the 30. They'll mark him out at the 27. So trickeration in the backfield. Robinson on the tackle.
Is that actually a word?
You know, we've got Ralph Ladner up here in the box with us. I think he's done a little research and pulled up several definitions, I guess some of which we don't need to go into.
Is it in the encyclopedia?
Well, no, it's not in the official encyclopedia.
The dictionary, I'm sorry. It might be in the encyclopedia. It need to be.
Here we go. As Mackey wants to throw it, he's looking down at the goal line. Incomplete, too high for Benton.
Tried to get it in there to Benton, and of course, Ralph Ladner, our member of our crack staff of researchers, them and Snuggles down in the truck, they always come up with something. But I'd be anxious to see a definition of trickeration.
It's a second down situation now. Second down and
Is that like a combination of
10.
Tricky situation? They just made it trickeration?
Sleight of hand back there in the backfield. Rick Kastner with it. He is powering his way ahead, and he just slams it in there across the 25 to the 23. Picks up 4 yards, makes it 3rd down and 6.
Well, you see, my apologies. Trickeration, a creative play in football such as to fool not only the defensive line, but the cameraman. That is trickeration.
Let's see if they have more in. Side by Benton, and he waltzes into the end zone. The back 13 for Bastrop and 7 for the Eagles. 23-yard touchdown Bastrop.
D'Angelo. Scott Bain's father is screaming at the officials. The head referee's attention, and
well, he's getting an explanation.
he doesn't like it. And Mr. Referee, you said before the game that that couldn't happen. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Part of the game, and something was said that he saw that did happen that he thought wasn't going to happen. Benton touchdown this side of the field, but something happened on the far side of the field that he immediately was pointing at, and
4 receptions for Benton for 80 yards. Carter.
Maybe we can get Tressie to
attempt the point after touchdown. It's up and good. The best answered points. Parrish take a 14-7 lead. Go back, everybody. 14-7.
Down pass to Benton, and Bastrop has taken the lead for the first time tonight, and we'll kick it off to the Shaw Eagles.
John Carter's in the game to kick it for Bastrop. Short kick is coming up to one of the up men, and the plane is hit and hit hard as we thank some local sponsors.
The LHSAA would like to thank these local corporate sponsors: Hampton Inns and Suites of New Orleans. Thank you, Mr. Eddie Jacobs. 2 beautiful downtown locations. Culp Insurance Agency Incorporated, like a good neighbor. Tommy Culp is there. Lee City Drugs. Van and Pam Lee doing business the old-fashioned way. The Downs Law Firm. Car accidents and serious injury. Call Mr. Ross Downs in Bastrop and in Monroe. Bastrop Furniture and Pawn C. Lynn and Jeffrey Moore on West Madison in Bastrop. Maxon Promotions. Mr. Ron McDaniel and Amar Interiors Incorporated. Commercial residential flooring for all your interior needs. In West we go, because there's no place like home. Amar Interiors.
Shaw starts from their own 24-yard line. The incomplete pass sets up a 2nd and 10. Well, watch this defensive line of Bastrop now, Rob. We've seen them several times. They like to take over a football game. So watch the line of scrimmage as that front 4 from Bastrop will be charging on 2nd down and 10. Hughes will throw it. Batted away.
Dedrick Jones nearly got the double. He blocked it and nearly picked it. Watch this. Boy, is this an athlete or what? He almost took it right off the head.
Well, he blocked it and then held it against Hughes. It almost grabbed the ball.
Shaw total yards in the first quarter, 61. In this quarter, minus 13.
We've seen a number of games turn. Shaw doesn't want this one to get any farther out of control right here. They're down 14-7, and Hughes wants to throw. He throws the ball too high and incomplete.
And the safety didn't get there, and that could have been trouble. And they're telling them that. Where were you? If he gets that one, it's tied.
So the Eagles will punt it, and Green is standing right there. He wears number 2 for Bastrop, and he's standing at his own 46-yard line. The punt is coming from Shaw. Shaw's had a couple of punts hit the ground and had some good rolls. This time Green grabs it in the air, and he goes back the other way, and he thought about going to the sideline, and he's cut it up the middle. Gets it back to the 46. 31 yards on the punt. A 9-yard return. Bastrop is in business at the Shaw 46.
98. Now he's on Les Miles' staff up in Tigertown at LSU. One of the legends of high school coaching in the state of Louisiana, Mr. Charles Baglio.
And a good friend of ours.
Bastrop 6 penalties now for 61 yards. In their play selection, they've run 24 offensive plays, 16 rushes. They've thrown it 8 times.
5-yard penalty makes it first down and 15. The Rams play it now from their own 48. Mackey is pumping, and now he's letting it go all the way down around the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Bastrop Rams.
They're going to say he
And
didn't
now
have control over it.
Couldn't grab it, trying to get it down there to Smith, and for a second, it looked like Smith had the football.
Another look at it. From up top, right on the money.
Whoa, he had that ball a long time in the end zone.
That is a touchdown.
2 steps. Let's look at it again.
1, 2, 3. That is a touchdown. And the Bastrop fans are booing like crazy. And not that I'm a Bastrop fan, but that one got taken away, and Brad Bradshaw has a right to complain.
Second down and 15 now. Out to the right side it goes to Recaster. Recaster stood up, and the Shaw Eagles come in and hit him. They polish him off, punish him a little bit as he gets back to just short of the original line of scrimmage.
Of course, there is no instant replay in high school football, so it really doesn't matter. But Brad Bradshaw said, "What are you looking at and what are you calling?" And wow.
Well, the Bastrop crowd still humming on the other side of the field. 2 for 5 on third down conversions for Bastrop. Here's a big charge by the Shaw Eagles, and down goes Mackey. At midfield, the Eagles got him.
So they're going to have to punt it away with 3:36 to go in the quarter. A good job by the Shaw front of putting pressure on Mackey, not letting him get set. Got him from behind at midfield.
Twisted his leg again. Bastrop will punt it. High snap. Kick is away. A fair catch at the 15. 35 yards on the punt, and of course no return.
Flag on the play at the 44-yard line.
That's not a happy man from up in Morehouse Parish. Bradshaw right now, the coach of the Bastrop Rams. A holding call, so Shaw could elect to take it and make them punt it again. That's exactly what they're going to do.
I'm not sure I've seen a game with as many holding calls in a half of football. Both these squads been victimized by the hold.
Holding on the kicking team. 10-yard penalty. Be fourth down.
All right, they'll do it again. DeGiovanni is standing back at his own 30-yard line.
6 holding calls that have been accepted. Not sure how many they've had, but they've accepted 6 of them, 7 of them.
Here's the low kick that is hitting and bouncing inside the 20, inside the 15, so Bastrop comes out a little better as it's touchdown at the 10 instead of the 15. 54 yards on that punt. But Rob, as you mentioned, those 6 holes too coming on key plays, although Bastrop comes back and it doesn't hurt him right here. Well, the crowd continues to pour in, and one of the biggest crowds that I think we've seen in a long time, and there are people sitting way up in the upper deck already.
Yeah, the upper deck has been opened.
On the 10-yard line, give it out there to Bourne, who is dancing, and then the Rams showing the door right out there at the 15-yard line is Winston. Escorted him out.
Cheerleaders letting you know who's number 1. Scott Bain's father. They got a 7-0 lead, and Bastrop has come back and scored 2 to take the lead with 2:43 to go.
Second and 5. Bourne has it again. Bourne is heading up the field for...
And another flag, and
well, Bastrop thinks that it's on Shaw, and it is.
Illegal formation on the offense. Peace, second down.
The illegal formation puts the ball at the 10, and that'll make it second down and 10 now. Second and 10 for the Shaw Eagles. 2 men out to the right. Hughes is up under center, and he has Bourne in the backfield, who tries to stretch it way out to the right side, and Bourne is shot out of bounds at the 10.
well, the thing here, Dennis, is that they've run 2 plays. They've got out of bounds on both of them. They've got no yardage, and Bastrop has not had to use a timeout. So here, if they get a stop, Bastrop's got 2 remaining. They're going to get a timeout and get the football back. If you keep the ball in bounds, they've got to take their timeouts, and on 3rd down, they're out of timeouts.
11 carries, 31 yards for Bourne. Bastrop with the 2 timeouts remaining. Let's see if Shaw decides to put it up here or keep it on the ground. Hughes wants to throw it. Hughes is hit at the 2-yard line by the Rams.
Here comes the timeout.
And Travius Aubrey at the 3. Watch him come in. Watch the big Ram come flying into the picture.
Luckily, that one didn't jar out of there, but the clock is just ticking away, and surprising that Bastrop didn't take a timeout there.
Very surprised with 2 remaining. The clock's ticking down. You can bet that Shaw's going to let it run down. Of course, that'll give them 2 timeouts once they get the football. A low snap is out of the back of the end zone. That's a safety. Light up 2 more points for the Bastrop Rams and make the score 16-7.
And they get the football. The 54-yard punt is what set that up. And the Bastrop Rams now lead it by 9. Low snap. Bradshaw got to be thrilled with that turn of events as his special teams unit comes up with a big play.
So after he thought they had a touchdown that wasn't given to him, the Bastrop team comes responding back, and so now Shaw will have to kick it to Bastrop from their own 20. Bastrop has scored 16 unanswered points. They're going to get the football again and a chance to run this kick back. Well, Jamon has a good leg, and we've seen him kick it in the end zone several times, but
well, if he can kick it 80 yards, the Saints will probably give him a call. Just stay in the building, young man. We can use you on Sunday.
Now, Bastrop's going to get a chance to run this one back, and they know how to do that pretty well as the kickoff is low and picked up at the 25 and out over the 30. At one time out to the 40, a flag comes flying in. And Bastrop probably is going to be penalized again for a hold. Get him on the block in the back.
Well, it's happened to both these clubs, and it's happening over and over and over. And I just, these two teams are 14-0. Probably two of the best coached teams in the state, very fundamentally sound, and I just let them play. I mean, both coaches, it's not just one
Block
side.
in the back on the receiving team. 10-yard penalty.
You look at Brad Bradshaw and you look at Scott Bainsfather, and they're shaking their heads after these calls like we have no idea what we're doing wrong out there. And it's just, I mean, it's after every time there's a flag. And, you know, flags are part of the game, and you've got to play past them. But both of these clubs look like they're in disbelief of what's going on.
Well, if you see it, you got to call it.
Not necessarily.
Here's Mackey throwing over the middle on a center screen. Another flag is being thrown. It's breaking open, but keep in mind there is a flag on the field all the way to the end zone, but we'll have to check out the flag all the way to the end zone for Bradshaw, but there is a flag back at the 25.
And again, the coaches are going to ask, what's the call? And it's holding again. I mean, and now the entire arena is screaming.
Well, the official didn't hesitate. He threw the flag. And the penalty will back Bastrop up to the 16-yard line.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
I don't think Coach Bradshaw saw it, do you?
Well, it's what I'm talking about. These coaches know the game of football.
8 penalties for 81 yards on the Bastrop Rams. Now they're backed up to the 16.
You can call holding on every play.
It's still first down. Mackey is standing back to the 11, and he'll hand it off straight ahead. That'll run the clock inside of a minute. Well, Bastrop still has 2 timeouts left. The clock continues to tick. But if you're Coach Bradshaw right here in the Bastrop Rams, maybe you just want to get into the locker room and get in there with a 9-point lead. And he's thinking about what could have been for his Bastrop Rams. 2 scores that he thought they had made call back. One on an incomplete pass, and then that one on a hold. A run up the middle as the clock goes to 13 seconds.
You're right. They're going to go to the locker room. They're going to go in very frustrated, and you could bet that Brad Bradshaw is going to give it to somebody on the way to the locker room.
We have played 24 minutes. 2 quarters. The Bastrop Rams fall behind 7-0, and now they have moved out to a 16-7 lead with 2 touchdowns and a safety. All right, let's see if we can grab Coach Bradshaw right there. Trusty's going to get him. And let's move down to Trusty Landecker.
Well, I'm down here with Coach Bradshaw. Shaw has an impressive defense, holding their opponents to less than 56 points. What an impressive performance by your offense, scoring 16 points.
Well, our offense has, played well in the second quarter and really struggled the first quarter, but, a team's got 13 penalties in the first half of the state championship game. That's kind of tough for, any offense to overcome or any defense.
Well, good luck to you in the second half.
Thank you very much.
Well, you knew that was coming.
Nice way to say it. Thank you, Coach. It's halftime, 16-7. The Rams lead it as we play for the 4A state championship of Louisiana, the 25th anniversary in the Superdome. The State Farm Front Classic with Rob Bushback. I'm Dennis McCain, and we're coming back.
99-cent super value menu choices taste so good.
300,000 junior bacon cheeseburgers.
You'll see dollars in a whole new way.
How bad is it?
Oh, timing belt. You're looking at about 200 Frosties.
Like our famous...
The Rams will kick it off. Shaw deferred to the second half. And across the 20-yard line is Walker with the football, and Walker's out to the 23 and a return of 13 yards.
Shot down by Jamerson Tolbert. And the Eagles offense stymied a bit after their touchdown as the Bastrop defense, the defensive front for Bastrop, started to take things over. Hughes 4 out of 9 for 33 yards and a touchdown. Just underway in the second half.
White Shaw comes out now with 2 men in the backfield this time, and they'll hand it out there to Bourne, who's trying to get to the edges. He'll move it across the 25 and out to the 26 as a flag comes flying in.
You think it's a hold?
I'd say about 90% chance. So the second half starts the same way the first half ended.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Back to the 16 it goes. Bourne hustle out there to the right side, trying to stretch it out, and he stretched it, but there was a hold on the Eagles, and that'll make it first down and 17. Hughes is up under center this time. Everybody in tight. And then go back the other way with it to Bourne, and Bourne is chopped down at the 16. Spilled out there by Winston, who got to him first for the Rams.
Second and 16 for Shaw. 17 rushes, 9 passes. The play selection for Shaw.
Right again is the formation. The Eagles move a little bit of everything to the right. Here's Hughes wanting to throw it. Hughes fires the football, and it's tipped away. Incomplete as 3 Rams were covering the intended receiver of Shaw. Patterson chipped it away. Gardner was there also for Bastrop.
Ron Walker. Slow getting up. Actually not getting up.
The Walker's down on the field. He's 6'1", 175, and a junior. Let's see if we can find out what happened to Walker right here.
So Walker's up.
Third down coming up now, 3rd and 16, and Shaw will need to convert a big third down play right here. With Bob Mishnak, I'm Dennis McCain. We are glad that you have joined us for high school football wherever you're watching this game throughout the South, from Lubbock, Texas to Gainesville, Florida, all across Louisiana to the northern part of Arkansas. Hughes is throwing to an open receiver. Very well-designed play across the 35-yard line all the way out to the 40.
Oh, the horses. Another flag.
The late flag comes in, and this one's going to be against Bastrop. So remember that play. Bastrop had Shaw backed up, and the Eagles swinging out there to the left side for a big first down and 5 more after the incidental face mask.
5-yard face mask on the defense. 5 yards, first down.
That's the first completion by Shaw on the pass since the first quarter.
24 yards on the play. The ball's at the 46. And Hughes is getting the direct snap and handing it to Bourne, who slips, and down he goes for a loss of 2. Winston got his face right there, and Alford was over there also for the Rams. Bastrop in their white jerseys tonight. Shaw Eagles in their green shirts. Hughes this time comes up under center. He has Bourne in the backfield, way back in that tailback position. Gets a head start, gets the football, and the Rams hit him. Bourne slams into the right side, but Williams slams into Bourne, and down goes Bourne back to the original line of scrimmage, plus about a half yard, so it'll make it a 3rd down and 9.5. Well, we played 3 minutes of the 3rd quarter for the 4A state championship in Louisiana, the State Farm Prep Classic. Hughes to throw. Hughes gets the pass away, incomplete, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. And that was right down near the first down marker. Ron Walker was trying to catch the football in and out of his hands. The Shaw Eagles will punt it away, but a better place to punt it from than way down deep in their own end.
And Walker would have had to make a move to get the first down. Would have been about a yard, yard and a half shy at the catch, the point of the catch.
Eagles punted away. Green is waiting for the football and catching it out at the 24-yard line. Bastrop will get the football after a 35-yard punt. No return when we come back on CST. 16-7 Bastrop. The Rams get it for the first time in the second half, and McCaster's breaking to the outside. He's cut down at the 32 after he gains 6 or 7. Boudreaux on the tackle.
Saints fans, we have your Saints programming every Sunday night at 10:30 p.m. at Saints Tonight. A full half-hour highlight show dedicated to that day's games Monday. Or your chance to hear from the coach live at 11:30 a.m. as Sean Payton holds his weekly press conference on CST. Then on Thursdays at 6 p.m. it's Outside the Huddle, the community relations show for the Saints. You're a Saints fan, and we are a place for you, Reggie Bush. 4 touchdowns last week.
Randall Mackey's running, and he's spinning and trying to get loose. He gets the first down. The Eagles knocking down out at the 38-yard line, but that's the first down for the Bastrop Rams. Mackey's very talented, and that time he didn't have anybody to throw it to, so he just ran it for 7 yards and a first down for Bastrop. at the 38-yard line, and Benton is way out there to the right side. The handoff is straight ahead, and it's breaking loose for Rick Castor. Rick Castor dangerous. He's inside the 40. And
a lot of trickeration, as my partner would say in the backfield, but no tricks there as Rick Castor makes some nice moves and picks up another first down, a pretty good chunk of yardage. Boudreaux in on the stop.
They spotted at the 39. They say he stepped out right there, but still a big gain and a drive going for the Bastrop Rams. 23 yards on the carry. Mackey gets the direction out. Now Mackey wants to throw the football. He's looking down the field. He's being hit. The ball's on the ground. There is a pile-up. The Shaw Eagles have the football at the 44.
Mackey didn't see him in the Shaw Eagles. The defense steps up. Kyle Jeremy. Again on the replay, watch right here. Just stripped it. Jeremy comes up with it.
5-yard sack and the football.
After the strip by Christian Lacy. And the Eagles have it back on the turnover near midfield.
That's the second turnover on Bastrop. Shaw plays it from the 44. With Bourne way back in the tailback position, but Hughes wants to throw it now. He is running out to the right. He throws the football incomplete.
Tried to get it to Walker about the 45-yard line. Walker made a nice play on it, but couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, this is about the time when the dome really fills up. As the 4A game gets to the second half and the 5A game to follow, and they've opened up the upper deck. Second down. 10 to go. Let's see if Shaw can capitalize on the break as Hughes wants to throw it again. Hughes throws the football, and it's incomplete again.
Threw it behind Walker, and would have been a first down.
Winston was covering.
Instead, 3rd and 10.
Well, Hughes showed a nice arm there, but just behind his intended receiver. Three drops tonight for Shaw.
Timeout. Bastrop.
All right, so the Rams want a timeout. We'll keep it right here. And thanks some local sponsors from Bastrop and from Shaw.
The LHSAA would like to thank Bastrop Rehabilitation Hospital Inpatient Physical Rehabilitation, close to home in Bastrop. International Paper, we're proud of the Rams. Bennett Electric, contact John or Nell Bennett. 2 locations to serve you, one in Bastrop and one in Monroe. D&H Sports Incorporated, your team sports headquarters in Bastrop. Stop by and see owner Glenn Hendricks. Steve's Jewelry. See Steve Perry for 20 to 50% off until Christmas. Slayton's Barbecue, the best barbecue and homemade pies in the South. And Rick Lee Productions. Ricky Lee, thank you so much. Proud supporter of all Louisiana high school athletics.
All right, we'll have some very fine businesses from Shaw and up in Bastrop. We're going to have to make our way back up and get some more of that barbecue and take advantage of Steve's specials.
And you dip that pie in the coffee. Is that like dunking?
Steve's
Like
Jewelry up there.
Dunking. You a dunker.
I think you're thinking of Big Small. Here we go. 3rd down. The big charge, and a flag is coming in, and the pass is incomplete.
And Hughes got the worst into that one. Officials time out with a flag at the 42-yard line.
Holding
look at it again. A big rush by the Bastrop Rams.
Yeah, it came on the blitz in the corner, and Hughes just got lit up, sandwiched. Loach. And Alford. They'll refuse it, so 4th down, and Shaw will have to punt it away.
Looking forward to moving around on that West Bank over there, too. I'd love to visit Shaw High School, one of the best high schools in the state of Louisiana, located over in Marrero.
On the West Bank.
And they have their Eagles back here in the championship game, and boy, they can bring some folks when the Eagles are playing.
5th time they've been to the championship game.
Shaw is punting the ball, and nice punt hitting. Bouncing inside the 10-yard line, taking an Eagle bounce at the 6. Tracy Linedecker as a special guest.
Well, thanks. I'm down here with Greg Waddell, chairman for Southern Quality Ford. It's a little bit better weather than we had last year, freezing in Shreveport.
Yes, it certainly is. Last year, I just couldn't hardly get on enough clothes. And it's not near as windy in here either.
Tell us how important the partnership is between Southern Quality Ford and the LHSAA.
We think the relationship that we have with LHSAA through Southern Quality Ford dealers is very important because it allows us to reach into almost every community that there is in the state that has a high school. And I think it's important for us to be involved with the high school students in the state.
Also, talk to us about, you guys are the presenting sponsor for the poster. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, we have been sponsoring the drawing of the poster for this classic ever since its inception. And it's just another way for us to be involved with the high school students other than on the athletic field. So I think it's a real good relationship there.
Thank you so much, Greg.
You're certainly welcome. Thank you.
All right, guys.
And we thank Southern Quality Ford for all they do. For the LHSAA, 1st and 10 for Bastrop. They are back at their own 6-yard line as Mackey is handing off to Green, who is scooting out to the left side and slashing his way over the 10 to the 14.
The Shaw defense has forced 2 Bastrop turnovers in the contest. The offense yet to capitalize on no points off of 2 turnovers. They'd love to come up with one here.
It's a 2nd down situation. 2nd down and 2 for the Rams. Should get a good look there at Mackey. He'll get the direct snap. Play clock is down to 8. And the handoff in there is to Rick Kastner. Rick Kastner is rambling with it for a Ram 1st down. That'll move it out to the 17-yard line, and 8 of 3 gives the Rams a little room there, and we have played halfway through the 3rd quarter. We went to half at 16-7. That's where we are right now. Rick Kastner again over the 20 to the 21. Shaw fans want to see their Eagles come up with a stop right here. 2nd down, coming up 2nd down, and a long 6 to go. Mackey with the direct snap. This time Mackey wants to throw the ball. He fires it to the right side out to the 23-yard line, but that's just as far as the play goes. He got it out there to Randall.
Jose Sandoval. Excellent cover. Corner. 3rd down and 4.
Textbook tackling out there. Makes it a 3rd and 4. Clock continues to tick now as it goes to 4:40. 2 for 6 on 3rd down. For Bastrop, Mackey will roll it out to his left. He has a pass that is in the air and incomplete as he was trying to get it to Smith that time, the wide receiver.
And a play. right through him to the football, batted it away, and the flag's going to be on Bastrop. That'll be declined.
Ineligible downfield. Penalty is refused. Fourth down.
Fourth down, and Bastrop will punt it.
A 4A championship fact. The most combined penalties in a game was when Shaw last played here. 20 in 2000. Tonight, 16 penalties called in this game, and we're midway through the third quarter. That record is in serious jeopardy.
DiGiovanni is deep for Shaw. The punt is coming down to DiGiovanni, and he's going to come back with it to the 45, to the 46, but that's it. As the Rams come flying down the field and hitting 30. Shaw plays it from the 45. Bourne has it, and Bourne is up the middle with it. The ball is on the ground. Still a big pileup.
Shaw may have gotten back on it. There was every Ram on the field around it, and I believe 85 got on top of it for Shaw, and he was the only hope they had that got it. Paul Davis got it. But he paid for it. Watch Davis, 85. There's nothing but Rams and Davis. Watch this.
Scored it out right there.
There's Davis.
Good job by Davis.
So a first down on the recovery.
Shaw gets it at the 42 after the hustle by Davis. Bourne's in the backfield. He had a nice gain up the middle before he coughed it up. Let's see what happens here. He'll get it again, but the Rams have him this time. Down he goes for a loss of 2.
Travius, Aubrey, Kelvin Benz for the Rams. 2nd and 12. 3:17 to go.
Well, Bourne's pretty quick, and you got to get him early, and that's what the Rams did right there. A good front four that Bastrop has. Big man in the defensive line. Bourne's going to try it again, and once again the Rams grab him. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, setting up a 3rd and 10. Benz came in with Randall to make the tackle.
If they don't get the first down here, Dennis, and can get it manageable, maybe a 4th and 1, 2, 3, somewhere in that range. Is it too early to go for it?
2 out of 10 on 3rd down. Hughes rolls. He's got to throw it across his body. He has a receiver that was open, and then the hit, the late hit, and the flag. 15 yards coming, and that will give Shaw a first down. Did he have a chance to stop? We'll look at it maybe in full speed right here if we can get John Seltzer to pull it up.
So 15 big ones going to be marched off, and that is a good call.
11 penalties on Bastrop for 117 yards. First down for the Shaw Eagles. Remember that one because Shaw would have been punting at 4th down and 10. Now they have new life. At the 28-yard line, Hughes to Bourne. Bourne's looking for somewhere to go, and where he's going is on the ground for a yard loss as Aubrey comes in and puts a shoulder pad on him and stops his forward progress. A loss of 1.
Mr. Aubrey is much man on that defensive front.
High school football in Louisiana and all across the South on CST.
We've got the number 2 ranked team in the nation in John Curtis, number 19 ranked team in the country in Bastrop, the number 23 ranked team in the nation in West Monroe, and they didn't even get here.
Hughes is throwing and it's batted away. Nice coverage by the Bastrop secondary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Rams back there.
3 of the top 5 teams in America in the USA Today poll are from Louisiana. And I think that pretty much says it all.
Hobart knocked it down. And
third and 11. Hughes 1 of 12 since the first quarter.
Now he plays it third down and 11. Wide receivers out to the right, and Hughes is going to roll that way with the football. Throws, and it's no good, out of bounds. Never a hesitation by the official.
4th and 11. From the 29-yard line, and we're looking here at a 47-yarder.
47 yards on the attempt. Jamont has a great leg. Let's see if he can hit it from 47 yards. The kick is in the air, and it's long enough. It hits the upright. No good. Way up on the upright.
That would have got it to 16-10, which is a one-possession game, but the iron unkind. One more look at it. As it had the leg, it hit way up, and dink.
Right in.
That'd have been good from 56.
Yeah, he needed that one just about 6 inches to the right, and it probably would have got through, but instead it bounces straight back, and Bastrop plays it from their own 20. And this third quarter is kicked away down to 125. Mackey, there's a flag before the play, and
delay
of game
on the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
I got to think we're getting close to a record now, Rob.
You're smelling it.
Closing in on it. At the 18th penalty tonight.
2 to tie it, 1 to break it. I checked it, 2 to tie it, 3 to break.
From the 15-yard line, Mackey is waiting for the direct snap. Handing off, and nowhere to go right there as the Eagles bring it out on the ground at the 14-yard line. They knock Green to the turf. Green looks like he's
cramping up.
Has some sort of leg problem. So Green may be cramping out there as they look at him as he's sitting on the ground at the 17.
The LHSAA would like to thank these local corporate sponsors of this Class 4A game. The Hampton Inns and Suites of New Orleans with 2 beautiful downtown locations. Thank you, Mr. Eddie Jacobs. Culp Insurance Agency, like a good neighbor. Tommy Culp is there. Lee City Drugs, Van and Pam Lee, doing business the old-fashioned way. The Downs Law Firm. Car accident, serious injury, call Mr. Ross Downs in Bastrop and in Monroe. Bastrop Furniture and Pawn, see Lynn and Jeffrey Moore on West Madison in Bastrop. Maximum Promotions. Contact Mr. Ron McDaniel and Amar Interiors Incorporated. Commercial residential flooring for all your interior needs in West Wego, because there's no place like home. Amar Interiors.
Chad Boyd was defending for Archbishop Shaw. He breaks up the pass, and that'll set up a 3rd down and 16 situation coming.
35 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, 3rd and 16, and both of these offenses have been in reverse in the 2nd half.
No scoring in the 3rd quarter. 1 for 3 in the 3rd quarter for Mackey. He wants to go. He sets up the screen to Rick Kastner, looking for somewhere to go. Rick Kastner's across the 25-yard line. He is charging up to the 29, but that's a yard short of the 1st down.
Let him come in, and Rakasner turns around at the 15 and gets a couple of blocks and comes up about a yard shy.
Just a yard shy, and that will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. No scoring in the 3rd period. We have 12 minutes to go for the 4A state championship of Louisiana, the 25th anniversary in the Superdome as we play it. We're back in the Big Easy. 12 minutes coming up.
Fort Barry won it all when they were here. Bastrop leads this one 16-7 as we start the 4th quarter, and the Eagle mascot wants some noise on the near side here in the Superdome. Mackey on 4th and 1 from their own 29. They go for it, and he got it. In the 1st half, D'Angelo Benton, four receptions for 80 yards and a touchdown. In the 2nd half, he does not have a catch.
So a big 1st down for Bastrop High School out at the 31. That'll get the clock running in the 4th quarter.
So on 4th and 1, deep in his own territory, and they get a 1st down to keep the drive.
Mackey is going to get the direct snap. He hands off right there in the middle of green. He bounces it to the outside. And the Eagles hit him in the booth by the commissioner of the Louisiana High School. Commissioner, and boy, putting on a great show here. What a crowd we have for the 4A championship game.
Yes, that's right. You know, the entire event last night and today and this afternoon and now it reflect that. And, you know, we hadn't had a lot of walk-up people, so these are all many people connected with the schools and crowds. Just a thrill to be back in New Orleans and the Louisiana Superdome where this event started. Actually 25 years ago as far as this event is concerned, 26 years ago when we started playing all our championships in one site. So this is where it was born, and you know.
Well, Commissioner, you've always been a great friend of our telecast, and it's always good to have you up in the booth. And I know that the Louisiana High School Athletic Association has named a new commissioner, but you're proud of the accomplishments, and you don't talk about those accomplishments, but a lot of people do, and they've been a lot of them since the day you took over.
Well, anything that's taken place since I've been commissioner has been the result of a lot of people working and putting things, you know, and efforts into whatever was accomplished, and certainly not a one-man show here. And you know, it's been people that love high school sports, that love this association, love our state, that have made contributions, that have made things work for us and our kids.
We've been hearing about memories from several people. A lot of coaches have been on the screen talking about things they remember about the Superdome. Tell us about some of your more memorable moments of this championship.
The first year, you know, when I was commissioner, the kids came in, and the thrill when they came into practice, how thrilled they were and excited. And then the support groups, how excited they were. And then I remember our first overtime game, Ruston and Slidell, a great football game. And I remember the time South Cameron, you know, that town had been wiped off the map with Hurricane Audrey, and you know, 30-some years later they make it to the Dome, and here they are back there, and they come in, and the tarpons, they bring a neutral rat with them. And have the neutral rat on the sideline, and I told them that...
they painted him silver, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I don't think they were feeding him a beverage before the game. I thought that was a hide. But anyway, I told them that they asked me, at first they said that was their mascot, and I said, no, your mascot's a tarpon. And they said, well, he came here on the sideline, and I said, well, only those people, people on the sideline had to have a sideline pass. So later I walked by and I saw the neutral rat was still there, and he had a sideline pass running next, so I let him stay. I mean, that was the deal.
They did what they needed to do. Here's Rick Kastner breaking it to the outside inside the 30.
Go!
Kastner still going. He is stepping to the end zone. Touchdown, Bastrop High School. The Rams get 6 more, 69 yards.
No flags. It'll stand. And the Rams put up point number 22. Another look at it here on the replay is Rick Kastner. That's the only time he got touched. Right here, dragging on. Took it towards Boydner Street, and the Rams, with 9:41 to go, will go for 2.
This is a pretty good football team, isn't it, Commissioner? The Bastrop Rams.
Both of these are a good team. Bastrop, of course, is they got a great program up there, and they've done very well. And the 2 outstanding football teams, almost like college teams.
It's good to see the Shaw Eagles back in the championship, and what a great job they do over there on the West Bank.
Well, they rebuilt from Hurricane Katrina, and so it's good to see Bastrop make it to the championship game this year. And it's good to see Shaw. I mean, these are the teams that have won their way here. They're both undefeated, I believe, coming into this game. So they deserve to be playing for the state championship in Class 4A this year.
Well, one thing that you maybe do not like to talk about, but I know you're proud of, is the fact that we have some ranked teams from Louisiana. And Rob and I say each and every week that we think we have the best high school players in all of America right here in Louisiana.
Well, one time per capita, for our size, we had more football players that are playing Division I collegiate level than any state in the nation. And, we don't play football to have kids get college scholarship and pro contract. But if it happens that way, that's a great spinoff. We're playing for 100% of the kids that want to play. And anybody that does real well and goes beyond that, that's just an addition, a lagniappe, so to speak. We have a lot of lagniappe.
We've had some great fall sports, and of course this is the state championship, the 25th anniversary of the event, as we have been reflecting on that. And I know you want to thank State Farm for coming in, and the Prep Classic named after State Farm, like a good neighbor. State Farm has always been there for the Louisiana High School Athletic Association.
Yeah, State Farm and Louisiana agents partnered with us several years ago, and we've got a very good, great working relationship. And many of the State Farm agents are actually individually and collectively our corporate partners in this venture, and we're having a great time. They come to these events, and they're part of them, and part of the events, and we're thrilled to have them here. And of course, now they're the title sponsor of the Prep Classic here in the Superdome, and we're real thrilled about that also.
Well, Commissioner, you're retiring after many years as Commissioner of the Louisiana High School Athletic Association, and that takes place in October or November of next year. And what are your plans for the future?
Well, right now I'm going to try to finish tonight. And then we have our annual convention coming out. We have area meetings. And I'm going to try to do a good job, with the staff. We got a wonderful staff at the LHSAA office. 2 fine assistant commissioners and great support staff. And I'm going to try to finish the school year. Want to finish strong, and then help Kenny Henderson, the new commissioner, get ready for next year. And he's going to do an outstanding job, I believe, and I know. And get ready for that, and then kind of ride off into the sunset. I have really no plans other than to do the best I can for my association on the way out the door, and let put things in the hands of the good Lord. He got me this far. I've been very blessed to have a profession like this. High school sports, something I dearly love of all my life. I guess I love high school sports. And have this profession and career, whatever you want to call it, and be part of it. So, you know, I just feel like it's keep on and let God take care of everything. He got me this far.
Well, I know you love your family. It'll give you a little time to visit with them and maybe play a little more golf than you've been able to do over the last few years.
I haven't missed anything. I mean, you know, I've been able to work everything in different proportions and right proportions, and I have no complaints about anything. That's, you know, the good thing about, I guess, believe me, if anything, probably people think I've stayed here too long, probably have, but there's nothing wrong. I'm not unhappy, upset about anything, not tired, or nothing, anything like that. I just feel like the association deserves a younger person with younger ideas. And Kenny Harris is that person, and I got a great staff to work with him. I just think it's time to move on and let somebody else, you know, take over who could do a better job, I feel like.
Well, on behalf of Rob Mushmack, and I know he'll want to say this, and Trustee Linebacker, we want to thank you for all of your support of our television efforts in Louisiana, and certainly we couldn't have done it without you. We look forward to that phone call that you make to us every Friday night during the season, and tell us exactly what we need.
I'll just remind y'all not to mess this up. Yeah, we worked real hard to get where we are, and I expect y'all to do your best effort. And you know, and Dennis, I want Rob to not rib you so much and ridicule you so much, and I want him to, you know, to be a little more, you know, compassionate as he deals with you. Well, we got a lot of work to do with Rob.
We have a lot of fun, but that's just that guy's personality.
Tommy, I always tell him that one day I'll be as old as you are, and someone will be making, but he'll always have the years on me, so he'll never be able to turn that around on me.
Rob, you know, we have a couple more telecasts to do this year, and you haven't signed the contract yet, you know.
You're right.
We got basketball.
I'm going to have my agent call you.
Yeah, don't bother. We have basketball coming up. We have boys and girls basketball. We have softball and baseball, so I don't know. Dennis, you got to be looking around for a new partner with me. I'm just teasing.
It certainly would not be the first. Dennis had to find another partner.
Oh, we do have a lot of fun. And once again, Commissioner, on behalf of Cox Sports Television, thank you again. And I know that's a great relationship that Cox has with the LHSAA, and looking forward to a lot of fun in the future.
It's been my pleasure, and thank y'all for everything y'all done for us. Just keep it going and try not to mess up tonight.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Tommy Henry, who has joined us in the booth. 22-7, the Rams are winning the 4A state championship. And, Rob, we have had a ball with Tommy Henry over the years.
On the offense.
I said it
10-yard penalty.
Last night during the 4A contest, that, you know, it's a thankless position that Tommy's in, and he you know, no matter what decision you make, some people are going to be happy, some people are going to be unhappy, and if you're looking for a lot of friends in that position, you're just not going to get them. And there's an old saying that a friend, you know, a leader with friends is a leader that's never led. So just kind of speaking of records, and Tommy's been here for 26 years. That's as long as anyone's been on the job. We broke the record for the most penalties in a game, as we're closing in on most penalties combined, most penalties by one team. Brad Bradshaw.
Second down and 7 is coming up. Here is Mackey keeping the football. Nothing there, but the Bastrop Rams want to keep that clock running. It's down now to 7:16. Jeremy on the tackle.
And Tommy was just kidding you. You really don't need to look for another partner. I feel like maybe I've
want to stay for a little while.
Maybe I got a shot.
Oh, we'll look at your resume there, Rob. And
it's not very pretty.
We'll give you a lot of consideration. Third down is coming. Second, 2 times out of 8. Bastrop is converted on third down. Mackey to throw the football. Mackey's now going to run the football, and look at him go across the 30, out to the 40, out to the 43, out to the 44. Down he goes. Jeremy pulls him to the ground.
Just sees nothing out there. Good coverage by the Shaw secondary, and 21 yards on the gain. Jeremy takes him down, drags him down by the ankles. Bastrop now over 320 yards of offense. So right about at their average. Shaw with 102 total yards.
Well, the clock is still ticking. He was in bounds. Good throw right there. And catch to Bradshaw. Bradshaw's inside the 35 to the 33.
6 minutes to go in this 4A title game. The most points scored on the Shaw defense this season. Rummel put up 14 in the regular season, and that was the most they gave up until tonight.
Bastrop, one more score would finish off the Eagles as they hand it off, and inside the 30 it goes to the 28-yard line. And let's check in with Presley.
Camera. Thank you so much, guys. I'm down here with Tommy Trahan, head coach for the cheerleading squad at Archbishop. You guys had an impressive win today.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We won the state championship here at the Superdome early this morning. It's the 11th one that we won in the last 11 years.
And it also qualified you for the national competition.
Right. It qualified for the National High School Cheerleading Championship in Orlando, Florida, which will be February 9th through the 12th. And it's administered by the Universal Cheerleaders Association.
And you guys have 2 national championships right now?
Yes, ma'am. We were fortunate. We won in 2000 and we won in 2003. And we've done very well over the years, and we're real proud of that.
Well, congratulations to you and your squad.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Out to the right side. Green runs with the football, but a flag is on the field. What's new? Let's see what the penalty is as we check in with our referee.
More than one. Two holding penalties on the same play by Bastrop.
Illegal block in the back on the offense. That penalty is refused. Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. 3 second down.
12 carries for 50 yards for Mackey. 8 out of 15 for 135 yards tonight. Denton, the wide receiver for Bastrop, no receptions this half. Mackey to throw. Mackey fires the football, and up high with the catch goes Randall.
Randall, right between the hash marks, went up, fully extended, and brought that one down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Well, remember that name. He's only a sophomore, and of course Mackey's only a junior, so you'll see that combination many times in the future. 200 yards total yards for Mackey. Nothing doing in the middle. Stop right at the 26-yard line. That'll set up a 4th down situation. But as all of this unfolds, the clock continues to run, and it's ticking down to 3:38. Maybe not as many points as a lot of people thought would be scored. scored in this game, but I'm sure the penalties had a lot to do with that. Mackey to throw it. Mackey is scrambling. Mackey still trying to get the puck off the picked up a receiver inside the 15-yard line to the 11. First down, Bastrop High School as they get it to number 20, Adams.
That was all Mackey. Credit Adams for keeping the route alive, but Mackey should have been done there, or even there, but he finds Adams and they get a first down out of it.
Looks a lot like Michael Vick as he danced around a gain of 15. Sandoval made the tackle right at the 10-yard line. First and goal to go. The ball is right on the 10-yard line. So the clock is moving again, and it's coming up on 3 minutes as Bastrop plays it first and goal from the 10, and Mackey is handing off to Green, and Green is slamming into the middle and rambling with it down to about the 8, getting 2 on first down. Second and goal to go at the 8. The clock just keeps moving. And it's the enemy of the Archbishop Shaw Eagles. Big effort by Shaw. They're not going to give up yet as they'd like to get a stop here. There's Green, and Green is in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Bastrop High School. 8 yards. No pay dirt for Green.
And the celebration begins in Morehouse Parish. Green slices and dices his way through, and the arm kept the knee off the ground long enough to break the plane, and the Rams are going to win it in 2006.
The point after touchdown is blocked, so the score will stay right where it is, but it's a 3-touchdown lead with just 2:07 to go. The Bastrop Rams on their way to the state championship of Louisiana. Welcome back, everybody. 28-7. This one's history now as Bastrop has the big lead.
Tonight's presentation of LHSAA football is the exclusive property of Cox Sports Television and the LHSAA. It may not be reproduced, redistributed, or rebroadcast without the written consent of Cox Sports Television and the LHSAA.
And another Dennis. He's on camera, and it's been a long couple of days.
He had hair when we started.
All right, the kickoff for Bastrop with Rob Bushback. I'm Dennis McCain. We are glad that you have joined us for high school football in Louisiana. There is a flag, and I believe that Bastrop's offside.
Offside on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty.
Penalties, 173 yards on Bastrop.
The last drive, 11 plays, 79 yards, took 6:21 off the clock. 8-yard touchdown run by Green, his second of the day.
You saw a sign earlier that said, "Not tonight, Eagles." What an effort, though, by Shaw. Bastrop, one of the best teams in the nation, and now they're leading by 3 scores as they kick off again to the Shaw Eagles. Well, the kicking with the football. 21 yards on the return as a flag comes flying in. Coleman, and Patrick Coleman knocked him down.
Guess what? We have a delay.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Going to the head coach of Bastrop. 15-yard penalty.
Well, they're going to get the head coach now. I think he's been holding that one back for a long time, Bob.
Yeah, that's going to cost them 15. But Brad Bradshaw is still not happy, and the defense, I think the Shaw offense will have it in Bastrop territory here at the 43-yard line.
Hughes is throwing. Hughes is firing the football and completing the football inside the 25-yard line as they get it down there to Ron Walker. Comes back and catches it. Pigskin at the 23.
1:50 to go as they set the chains. The clock will stop.
Gain of 20 on the play. Hughes is rolling to the right, and he'll keep it inside the 20. Get it down. He goes to the 18. So hurry up right now. Anderson tackle for the Bastrop Rams. Just inside the 18, just outside the 17.
Timeout. Bastrop.
So the Rams, as we go to break on CST, the 4A state champion. We're back, everybody. 28-7, the Rams.
Tune in to CST every Saturday night at 10 p.m. for CST Tonight, the most in-depth coverage. Well, that's highlights from the day in sports. That's Victor Howell and Paul Crane live from the studio every Saturday night at 10 p.m. on CST.
All right, Hughes is standing at the 22-yard line, and Hughes wants to throw the football. He throws it and hits his receiver into the end zone. Touchdown to Van Fort. Darian Van Fort.
Now the Eagles march 45 yards after the 15-yard penalty on the kickoff, and touchdown Eagles. And remember, state of Florida, Lakeland led it by 22 points. As long as there's time on the clock.
And the flag is coming in.
Touchdown. Good to see that young man up.
Are you looking at part of the big in the stands, and you know, forward to New Orleans tonight. That'll be a little different look for them coming in from Morehouse. Second down, 3 to go. Mackey keeping the football. He's inside the 48. He's down near the 47. Herkel on the tackle for Shaw. And there's a flag on the play, so we'll back up. the Bastrop Rams. There goes 15 more, or 10 more.
10-yard penalty, keep second down.
Back to the 40. That's going to give Coach Bradshaw something he talked about for a long time. 20 penalties now for 214 yards on Bastrop. I think we're going to call that a Superdome record. The clock keeps running, and so do the Rams as they go across the 40-yard line. And that will be the last play of the football game. The Bastrop Rams come in from Morehouse Parish, way up in northeast Louisiana. And they take the trophy home in 4A.
Congratulations, Bastrop. Congratulations, Archbishop Shaw. Class acts. The two top programs in the state this year, and they're the 4A state champions and 4A state runner-ups.
Well, we tried for a number of years to get Coach Bradshaw smiling. He's congratulating his players right here and now congratulating the Shaw Eagles on a great effort. Two good football teams in Louisiana as you look at the dome from way above. We'll come back with the trophy presentations in just a moment.